Your thoughts on Trump? He and nothing organic about it. Like his resonating with people that like we've discussed this on different. I call it the Elvis factor. Some people call it the Hitler factor. Is there a part of right?
No, I call it the Hitler factor. Yeah.
You did. I thought you said that was a term.
No, I think I made that up.
Okay. But basically how just their energy is people are drawn to them. Is there any part of Trump that is a naturally happening? Or is it can they just control every aspect of that?
Well, I mean, let's look at it. I mean, he's so implausible as a savior of the forgotten classes of America. I mean, this guy he's a tycoon. He's a New York tycoon, some kind of a jester belonging to the establishment, as if America couldn't have expressed a real. There was a type of the hardworking, somebody who came from that old working class, but educated, anarchistic working class tradition of America, which the IWWs, all those people that were literally destroyed in the 1920s. That's when the candidacy of Eugene Debs in the Socialist Party, and they had people on the streets. There was a movement of dissent, and there still is. It survives in America, and as if they couldn't have drawn somebody from there to lead the disenfranchised ones and the ones who no longer have a voice, and so on. So they could, but that's not. And Trump has nothing to do with that. People, I think, have turned to Trump out of desperation. Those who have felt left behind or fooled and cheated by the system. This is what was offered to them. I don't think anybody really could like the guy because he doesn't. There's nothing in his pedigree that resonate with their lives, but that's what they've been given, and so reluctantly they follow him. But I don't know. I mean, from what I know and what I've seen. In all those years I spent in the States, there is a very strong culture of resistance, but that certainly isn't Trump. To me, he was just a buffoonish piece of the establishment that was used to flush out and some kind of a probe to figure out after these changes how much opposition there was to the establishment and how dangerous it was. And we saw, and he did his job, and through his presidency, it could be seen that this mass of people left behind and hostile to a certain extent to, quote unquote, the system is vast, but really harmless. And so now I don't know what they're doing. I always thought that his presidency was just an intermission, but now he's back there, which is something I wouldn't have predicted. So I don't know. But he's, as I said, very implausible character. I don't know if I have lots of friends who say that there is something very American and genuine about him. I don't know, maybe, but his profile is not that of a man of the people at all. So I was shocked. I was shocked that people would rally to that.
Are there times that leaders sometimes do what I pull a Pinocchio where they go, I'm a real boy. Like they're like, I am a real leader. I can control this. Like Muammar Gaddafi, right? Wants to get off the petrodollar, wants to go to the an African currency that everyone would trade. Is talking out about like how they're going to get a virus coming out, how they're, all this stuff. Is there any chance that we could ever see a way for someone to go, I have a chance to be something special here? Like Trump, is there
as a leader?
Yeah. The way they,
no, absolutely not. The only way to resist is we organize ourselves at the base ourselves. These guys are all phony. No question about it. Impossible. With such a system, inconceivable. I think that the only way is that we're so behind, but we have to figure out how to organize ourselves in silence to boot, not to be detected too much. Precisely in light of what I was saying about avoiding taxes and minting our own money. This has to no. The resistance comes from the grassroots, and the leaders is us. There is no savior.
Do you really have to go back to Debs? Is that how far you have to go back for someone at that level, at the level of a national candidate who had maybe...
Debs? I mentioned Debs because he was the last candidacy of the American Socialist Party. At the time, there were still anarchist leagues in the United States, and really good ones and good thinkers. They wiped that out. Even in Centralia, where they really butchered them, there's no trace of where they held the kangaroo courts and so on. So I had to look for them. One was just a bar being remodeled, because that's a tradition that I revere. And but yeah, the resistance in America ended a century ago. So I mentioned him because I say to Americans, you want to resist, you have a tradition, and you have it died on that day. But before that, the books are there, the letters are there, the testimonies are there. Go back to it, make it yours again. There's strength in that.
Do you think it would have to be with that kind of system, though, with a socialist? I mean, do you think it could come from more of a libertarian anarchist populist movement in America?
Yeah, and this is the only way. It's the only way. We organize ourselves.
I'm sorry, to which of those? To which of the was it more socialist or libertarian anarchist?
I'm with the anarchists, 100%.
Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the greats, Proudhon, and these are our fathers. I mean,
yeah,
absolutely, yeah.
Okay.